Welcome back to the channel. Today we're just outside Granada in Spain for the international press drive of the Mazda 6e. We're going to have a look around the outside, the inside, and then more importantly take it out for a drive. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, and at the end of the video jump into the comments and let me know what you think. Let's get started. Get charged up for the 2025 Nevo electric vehicle show in partnership with Bank of Ireland and powered by SSE Electricity. Explore over 120 of the latest EVs, get behind the wheel with test drives, experience live vehicle demonstrations, join education sessions with industry experts, and see exclusive new launches including the new Nissan Leaf and new Micra. We're also hosting a free dedicated business day for enterprises, fleets and public sector. Taking place on November the 7th and 8th in the RDS Simmons Court. Get your free ticket on nevo.ie today. Starting off at the front, and this is based on a Chinese Chang'an model. So Mazda are working in collaboration with them while they develop their own BEV platform. You have that Mazda badging at the front and this closed off front grille, but it still reminisces a grille. It's not body colored, it's nice and black. And you have some LED behind this here, and this pulses when you're opening and closing, but also pulses with regards to when you're charging. This is your high-low beam module, your daytime running light, and some more daytime. They're blinking there on camera, but they're not blinking into the naked eye. Some brushed silver down at the bottom, aero down along the side, aero vents that open and close to actively cool that front. I think it looks great. Probably the best color, the Soul Crystal Red in any Mazda, but it does come in a lovely copper color as well. Whites, greys, silvers. There's a nice dark blue. There is a 72-litre Frunk in here. Let me pop that open so you can see. Flush door handles. When you've got the key on, they do automatically open up. You can see it happening there. We're going to pop a substantial bonnet, actually, with that 72-litre. And they've done a couple of different things with this. So you've got your window washer fluid here, a nice felt-lined kind of a cubby hole, and inside that you've got some Mazda bits and pieces, your charging cable, another Mazda box or bag for that. This has vehicle to load, so that's your adapter. So you have that felt liner. Then you've got a false floor, and you can also remove that bung at the bottom. So if you wanted to put water, wash out something, do it as a tailgating, fill it full of drinks and ice, you can do it as well. So practical. The Chang'an version comes as a range extender as well, so the motor would be in that space, but Mazda haven't said that that's what they're planning on doing with the 6e. Down along the side, you're getting 19-inch wheels. These are on Michelin E-Primacies, and they are 245, 45, 19 front and rear. Some gloss black around the wheel arch. A little Mazda flag down along the side there. And it is a liftback with some matte and gloss black edging down along the edge. Gloss black rear side mirror, 360 camera indicator, retractable. This one has the split pano sunroof, but it looks black to the naked eye from the outside. Gloss black B-pillar. We talked about the door handles already, and some chrome work down at the bottom that just finishes on the shoulder line there. Nice belt line. Down the back, they've done a nice job down the back here. You've got those round element RX-7 Easter egg kind of looking back on. Some nice design work here. This is an actual spoiler. We pop that up for you. It automatically deploys at 90 kilometers an hour and over, but we can do it. You can see it extended there. So it deploys naturally itself. Then you've got Mazda word mark on the back. You have 6E on this side. Power tail lift as well. Nice and wide and deep, just height with that lift back. And there's not really much space in underneath. But they make up for that with regards to the Frunk. A 60-40 split, but there's nothing else back here. There's no shopping bag hooks, there's no 12-volt subwoofer because it is a Sony system. And they don't have a double button, they've got a single button, but you press it twice to lock it, which I think is probably a good use of buttons. What do you think? I think it looks great. And so you're going up against the likes of the Tesla Model 3, the ID.7, the Audi e-tron, A6 e-tron. Charging rear right-hand side, so not the supercharger size, 11 kilowatt on AC. And then depending on what battery you go for, there are two different batteries. There's an LFP battery, and then there's a NCM battery, 11 kilowatt on both. But if you use the LFP battery, it's 165 peak charging. The NCM battery has a peak charge of 90, which is a bit of a slow charge. So even though it's a bigger battery, its charge is way slower. So I actually think the sweet spot for this car is the smaller battery, or the standard range battery, 68.8 kilowatt hour, and it's 80 kilowatt hour in the NCM battery. If you're watching this in Australia, jump into the comments, because I know you're getting a slightly bigger LFP battery. Range on the standard range battery, it's 482 kilometers or 300 miles, 22 minutes, 10 to 80%. Electric motor, it's the same electric motor. It's about 250 horsepower across both. Slightly smaller power on the NCM battery, 320 newton meters of torque for both. 10 to 80% on the bigger battery, because of that slower charging speed, is 47 minutes, which is a lot. The seat is set for me. So frameless doors as well, which is a nice touch. Prices in France and Germany, we're looking between 42 and 45,000. No prices in the UK and Ireland yet. Some soft touch along the top. You've got that Sony sound system, Alcantara, that quilted Alcantara, some tan. I think it's leather, we're not sure. Mazda 6e down here. And then two Isofix in the rear and one in the front. It's a tri-zone climate control. Nice Mazda brushed chrome here. Some storage down at the bottom. Feet do go in underneath the seat. Not a lot of space because it is saloon. And then head height for me, I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters. And so I'm touching headrest before. So they've done a nice job of taking a space out of that roof, even though it has that. Yeah. And then we also have a tri-zone climate control unit down here. So climate control in the middle, the ability to close the sun blind, which comes from that center beam in the rear. And then on the other side of that control, you have the ability of moving that passenger chair forward or back, which is a bit unusual. Love the color. Armrest, there is no pull tab. You have to kind of wedge your fingers into it. And you've got some adaptable cup holders there. Yeah, good space in the rear, and it's a nice thigh support's not bad. Door handles down here, and how far down does the window go? Not very far actually, about 2/3 of the way. It can tow, rear wheel drive up to 1500 kg. In the front, on the door, you've got central locking, some faux wood, your window lock for the rear, and then your four one touch down and up. Head-up display is probably a bit on the small side. 10-point-odd-inch driver display. There's a bit much going on here, but everything is here. Your power, what mode you're in, satellite navigation, what state the car is in, brake lights or not, speed sign recognition and your speed, and then you can see my long-term driving is 17.8 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. You can rotate through some of the different, since we've picked it up today, 216, 17.1, and long-term 17.8. WLTP. Something that pops up on the dash actually is your battery percentage and range, which is interesting because it's already down here, and then your kilometers per hour in a kind of a dial effect. GSR2 sensor, indicator and wipers, activation lights, but it's not wiper speed. So when you press the wiper stuff, it pops up on the screen here where you can actually change the wiper level, or you can catch it at the bottom of the screen when it activates. And so lights, indicators, but not really a wiper stalk. Then right hand side is your reverse neutral drive park. Two-spoke steering wheel with a flat bottom. Glass black. Wouldn't be a fan of this. I prefer actual buttons. Some brushed aluminium around it. The Mazda badging. So you've got your drive mode, your increase or decrease on your your cruise control, which is activated by double tapping the drive stalk. Space to the car in front. Your favorite buttons. Menu option on this right hand side of the screen. Voice intimated, and then your up and down volume, left, right, track, and OK. The steering wheel is reach and rake. Up and down, in and out. There's a lovely bit of design work going on here. So you have your leather with your stitching, your Alcantara, then your two-tone steering wheel, a 14.6-inch screen, massive. I'll come back up to this. Venting, single wireless charging pad with cooling, storage, large and medium cup holders. That is your Mazda badge, or key, sorry. It's a bit on the light side. I'd like a small bit more heft to it, but it's not a bad key. And underneath here then you've got USB A and C, and then on this side you have a 12 volt, nicely positioned on the edge actually. Some chair or some glove box. The seats are gorgeous. Look at this quilting Alcantara, Mazda embossed into the actual up here. And that's that third ISOFIX position. Some ambient light, there's 64 color ambient light around the place, so they've done a nice job of. Then the Mazda badge here pops open that cooled glove box. Yeah, it's good. Head height for me in the front. Yeah, nice. Nice seating position, nice driving position. Large screen and everything is through it, unfortunately. Some people would like some physical buttons. So along the bottom, you've got your HVAC stuff and some shortcuts, the ability to close the blind, retract the windows, control your volume, ventilated seats and heated steering wheel as well on this top trim. And then you have your shortcut widgets here, whether it's audio, the driving modes, recently used, intelligent recommendations. So you do have, back up, wash mode, camping mode, fresh air mode. Fresh air mode cracks me up. Fresh air mode, keep fresh air by automatically lowering the windows and turning on the air purification function. So if you want fresh air, open your windows. Cabin thermostat is holding the temperature. So that's if you've got people or you have animals. Camping mode seems to be a big thing in Asia at the moment. I've done that on the Leap motors. Rest mode, there's the wash mode that we talked about. Privacy mode. Swipe down from the top, got your apps, and you also have your vehicle settings there. But you can also swipe from the side, and you got a lot more tiles and widgets. It's not bad actually. And you can control stuff on the actual screen then as well. It's the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8155 chip. There are your apps again. There are your vehicle settings. There's so many vehicle settings. So you have light vehicle settings, cabin comfort, energy management, head-up display, driving mode, smart drive, AC, display, sound, voice, cab monitor. You can do gesture controls. So you can do, and the camera's up here. So you can do take a photo, pause, play, end, answer the phone call, which is this. Sorry, you're not seeing my gestures there. Apologies. Let me go back. Photo is peace sign. Pause, play, end, answer, mute is your hand up to your mouth. It's a bit daft. The network that you're on, the safety, your my vehicle settings. You can see the Qualcomm and the privacy there as well. So there's a lot on that screen, and that's fine. Let me just pull up the stats on the sheet that we have here. So this is the Soul Red Crystal, tan leather and suede cloth woven quilting. This is the NCM pack that we have, rear wheel drive with 180 kilowatt electric motor giving you 245 PS. The LFP is a slightly more powerful horsepower. Maximum torque across both is 320. It's an 80 kilowatt hour battery pack. It's 5 meters long by 1.89 meters wide by 1.49 meters tall. It's saying combined energy consumption for WLTP is 16.5, and we're getting on long term over 4,500 kilometers because these cars were driven from Germany 17.8, which is decent. Yes, that is the inside and the outside of the Mazda 6e. We take it out for a drive. What's it like driving the Mazda 6e? So there is no start stop button, foot on the pedal, foot on the brake pedal, down into drive. The rear wheel drive is lovely. Plenty of power, that 320 Newton meters. The one thing that I will say is in the standard mode, steering wheel mode, it's too vague. It's like, it's just no connection with the road at all. But you in sport mode, much better. And you can have it in sport mode, or you can have it in individual mode where you can have that sport suspension. Lots of hairpin turns around Granada here. So well chosen by Mazda too. Yeah, it's lovely. So visibility, good big wide door mirrors with blind spot as well, which is nice. Out the rear, not great, needs the spoiler up. Forget about it. It's not much use at all. Plenty of power. It mightn't look like plenty of power on the actual stats. Now it is a 2-ton vehicle, it is 5 meter long, so it's a big barge, but yeah, it's lovely. ADAS systems are not actually too intrusive. There is 2 levels of regen, no one pedal driving, there is automatic handbrake. Steering is nice when you put it into sport, but the steering wheel itself is a nice shape and size, and you can see that big screen behind it. Heads-up display, I thought it was actually a bit small. No, do you know what? It's nice. It's not too intrusive. Seats are lovely and comfortable, and the fact that they're heated and ventilated. The prices that we're seeing in Europe for this, at between 42 and 45,000 euros, it is very competitively priced for what you're getting. Yes, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. There's a lot of stuff in these screens that should be on physical buttons, but the head-up display as well, as I mentioned in the static, shows the battery presentation. It just flashes it up every now and again. I don't know if you needed it, but it's quiet as well. It doesn't have insulated glass, but it has thicker glass, I've noticed. And especially with frameless doors, we're doing 85, 90 kilometers an hour there now. The suspension is decent, but the undulations, if they're harsh, travel hard through the cabin. And so this isn't a perfect road, but it's wafting over it, it's nice. But if you hit a gap or a pothole and it just doesn't, the travel isn't there, because you're dealing with a saloon, you don't have that height of travel like you do have in the SUV. And so yeah, on a harsh road at a continuous level, it's good. It's that quick transition, it's that hard bump that you will definitely feel when you're out and about. But noise-wise, it's great, and definitely only ever have it in sport mode. The lane keep assist and lane centering it just vibrates the wheel. It doesn't actively, so it just says, I don't think you're in the right position on the road. Now, it doesn't do it on a regular basis. We were going up some mountain roads here in Granada and there were no markings on the road at all. So every now and again it just said, I think you might be in the best place on the road here, but it would just vibrate the wheel. It wasn't a mad jerk to get you over to the other side of the road. Overall, I liked the Mazda 6e. If they get the price right, ideally in Ireland, I don't think it's starting with a 3 at a high 3, 39,990. I think it's going to start with a 4. And so you're up against the likes of your Tesla Model 3. You're undercutting the ID.7. You are way undercutting the Audi. So the electric saloon space, you do have the Kia EV4 fastback, but that's 50 grand. You'd have this over a Kia EV4. With the LFP battery, you'd 100% be going for the standard range battery with that faster charging speed. I don't know why you'd want the NCM battery. With that 90 kilowatt charging speed, no way. 10 to 80% in 47 minutes. No. So overall, quite comfortable. I feel has enough power. Rear wheel drive. More and more electric vehicles going rear wheel drive, and it's lovely. They are a lovely drive, getting that push from behind, being able to get that power down. Yeah, good job there. I don't know how much Mazda have tweaked it. They've said they've tweaked it for European roads. Changan are bringing their version of this to UK anyway. And so to be able to put one side by side, you'll very quickly see what development they've done on it. Hopefully you've enjoyed that first drive of the Mazda 6e. Looking forward to getting it back to Ireland. We won't have it right-hand drive in the UK and Ireland until mid-2026. So we're going to be a while waiting for this yet. Will it be worth the wait? The price is right. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, leave a comment. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Oh, one thing, if you've reached this far in the video, if you're on mobile, if you like the video, if you give me a hype as well, there's a new thing that's hyping the videos. It's a new thing. Let me know in the comments if you've hyped the video. Thank you very much for watching.